that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Volunteers will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Missouri's offense is on the field for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan...
Gashing the D on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Edwards. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now they're going to settle in. We're good. We got this.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Vols are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Back to throw, it's Landry. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Extra point here would tie the game.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Coming out with it, it's Ivory. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Split backs here. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out.
Man, sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Volunteers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Vols racing to the line in a hurry up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off play action. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They're going to run it. Powers through the defender. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great Vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
The Vols trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to pound their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to pass. It's Landry. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 3rd and goal where the strong come through. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Volunteers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like
Oh, he's got some space. The 40, the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchdown. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They go to the counter. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Landry. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good. fight another play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Foster. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Landry. Pulls it in, it's Foster. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll give it to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away.
Turning it on! They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And the Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And the Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Off the play fake on first down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
He's going for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to Cases. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to...
There he goes! At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tiger! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes with the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So here is the Tennessee offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off-play action on first down. Snagged out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Breaks the tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Volunteers in the hurry-up. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Foster. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to throw, it's Landry. Finds his back in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Missouri! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Quick release on the RPO. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Landry. Good timing on the quick out. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Makes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Missouri will snap it in the red zone.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Touchdown, Tiger! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ivory. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? They go to the draw. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Vols decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Tennessee, 28.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
And the nice thing about late in the football game, when you have the lead, you kind of know the defense will get aggressive. You might get some man coverage. They get it to their receiver out wide. I love the run after the catch. He's got such playmaking ability. That's a big first down.
Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple of minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be pat.
There he goes. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Gets it out fast. Made a defender miss. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Landry. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that.
Touchdown, Tennessee! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah.
Breaks into the open. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Throwing right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Volunteers! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
And they come up with a huge pick-6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Missouri! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ivory. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To throw, it's Landry. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, second down, clock's running. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Foster. Oh, he's got some space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he...
Run to the right. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They've climbed their way out of that 14-point hole, and now a chance in the final seconds to take the lead. They'll run it on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now on comes the field goal unit. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it all comes down to this: make or miss, win or lose. And it's good. The short field goal for the game.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays.